Over 70,000 units sold in less than 128 seconds? Let's take a look at the Realme Narzo. So before we even begin the video, just so you guys understand, this phone is super cheap, costing under 700 ringgit or 12,000 Indian rupees. In spite of the current situation we're in, Realme has been on a smartphone launching spree for a while now. Following the launch of the Realme 6 and Realme 6 Pro earlier this year, the company now announced a new series that they call the Narzo. The series currently comprises of two smartphones, that is the Narzo 10 and the Narzo 10A. In this video, we're going to be focusing mainly on the Narzo 10 itself. So let's just get started. So let's begin by talking about the processor on the Narzo 10. It features MediaTek's new gaming-oriented Helio G80 processor, which is pretty much there to focus on the gaming side of things. The G80 is also the same processor used on the Realme 6i, which is also pretty much gaming-oriented. In terms of the battery on the Narzo 10, it features a 5000 mAh battery that is able to quick charge up to 18 watts in fast charge over USB Type-C. Really quick guys, if you've watched the video so far and you're enjoying it, make sure to hit that like button and also consider subscribing for more content just like this. The display on the Narzo 10 is a 6.5-inch LCD display that, get this, is only 720p. Now this is a slight disappointment because even the cheapest smartphones these days feature at least a 1080p screen that you can actually get decent performance on in terms of video or even viewing text and even gaming. Now obviously one of the reasons they probably chose a 720p screen over a 1080p screen is so that the Helio G80 processor can handle displaying out everything on the screen very well without any stutter, lag, or any issues of that sort. Still though, at that price point, a lot of competitors are able to come out with pretty decent screens that support up to 1080p. It has a mini water drop notch at the top of the display and a sizable chin that we're kinda used to budget smartphones having at this point. In terms of the overall design, the Realme Narzo 10 doesn't look a whole lot different from the Realme 5i that launched earlier this year. It comes with a couple of interesting colorways like that white and that green, and also features a fresh new pattern at the back. The Narzo 10 is curved at the sides, which makes it a lot more convenient to hold in your hands. The fingerprint sensor is located at the back of the phone, where your index finger would naturally lie when holding the phone. Meanwhile, the power button is on the right side of the phone and the volume buttons on the left. It also features a SIM card tray that can support 2 nano SIM slots and also a dedicated micro USB card slot. Speaking of the back of the phone, it has a 48 megapixel AI quad camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 2 megapixel black and white portrait lens, which we haven't really seen for a while, and also a 2 megapixel macro lens. On the front, the teardrop camera featured is a 16 megapixel selfie camera that comes with 1080p in video recording at 30 fps. Now I understand the front camera not being able to support more than 30 fps at 1080, but even the back camera cannot support 1080p 60 fps, let alone 4K 30 or 4K 60 fps. That's a little bit of a bummer because a lot of the competitors are able to handle 4K recording at least. Now this may be because of the processor on this not being able to handle 4K recording or even 60 FPS in recording. As mentioned before, it features a 5000 mAh battery, which is solid enough power to get you through the entire day. It also says that it has 39 days in standby time, which is pretty crazy. The phone also runs with 4 GB of RAM and 128 internal storage. Coupled with that micro SD, you can expand this up to a lot more. So that's about it guys. That is everything we know about the Narzo 10. Do let us know in the comments what you guys think is the reason this sold over 70,000 units in less than 128 seconds. We're gonna leave a poll and also let us know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this and we'll see you again in the next video.